in the club.
We talk about how this is a big rail. This is a 15-stair rail. But Felipe, he's known to skate bigger rails than this. No problem.
What? Dude.
Like that.
First try. Okay.
That was chilling. Look at this flick. So high above the rail. Front blunt. Perfect. As seen on Hollywood 16 as well.
Wow. That's got to be a massive score. There we go. He's in the club.
It only took one heat to get to the 9 club. I mean, I think there's two things here. It's kickflip front blunt.
Felipe Mota coming off a 9. He had a great first run. See if he can keep it going. Oh, he is on fire right now.
Just the way he's doing everything, too. It looks so confident.
Wow.
I mean, heel flip back tail to regular. This is just as hard.
Oh! Back-to-back 9 clubs, 9.1.
The young legend's putting on a show.
Have to go all in. Manny Santiago needs a 9.3 to take the lead. Wow! Classic Manny, burial heel back 50. So Manny quietly making huge moves here. Okay.
Burial heel, that is a round rail on top. I know it's square on the sides, but they round at the top, so it makes it a lot harder to lock in that back 50.
9 club. So Manny moves up into second.
Wow, locking in toe side. I kind of like that.
Felipe, all right, he's got to get it done right here. He is the leader, but he wants a better score. Okay! There was no question about that one.
That was by far the best one he's ever done in a contest, ever. Fully locked in that hurricane. That was clutch. I think we're gonna get a couple more replays for this 9 club.
9.2. Felipe Mota increases his score and his lead, 35.3 overall. Beautiful.
This is such a hard trick to do, especially to do it that good.
Felipe only ever making one SLS final back in 2021. And remember, Felipe Mota's run score that he had to stay with was an 8.0. So Jonka with the 8.6, and then Vincent with the 8.8. They're already in a better position moving into single tricks. But Felipe did some huge tricks in the singles. Vincent Malou coming in for his second of 2.
Yeah, Felipe backed it up with 3 9s.
I like how he's putting this line together.
Yeah, it's really thought out. Skates fast.
Switch back lip. There we go.
Got the no comply.
Now, he might just creep up into the 9 club if stays on here, thanks to the no comply. All right.
Is the no comply worth .2? We will find out.
It is to me. I doubt it's worth that to Billy.
It has to be at least an 8.9.
Shout out to the judges once again. Jimmy Gurecki, Big Cat, Billy Marks, Mike Moe, and Kelly Hart. They really do have a tough job. Everybody watching from home, it's really easy to judge from home. It really is. When it's your scores that count, it gets really tricky.
Last night at dinner, Kelly Hart said he likes the no complies on the lines.
Nice. Yeah.
5.2. Signature kickflip front lip.
Yeah, Vincent Malou. Had an 8.6 in his line. Sorry, and an 8.8. All right, switch front nose blunt.
Wow. I know he makes that look fairly routine, but switch frontside nose blunt down a 15-stair rail. So hard to do.
He has a deep bag of switch tricks he can throw down on rails that are all good for, I mean, definitely puts him in the range of the club. Like that one, yeah. 9 even. So he had the 9 in the line, 9 in his first of 5 singles. Setting himself up nicely. Remember, he got 2nd place last year in the Super Crown final. This is just him trying to get back there. So Janka sitting on an 8.6 and an 8.9. Trying to keep it going. Oh! That's heavy. Switch front hurricane. Who does that besides him?
Not a lot of people. It's a hard one, though. Switch hurricane is definitely a hard trick to do. But it's an easy one to kind of bail. You know, if you miss it, you kind of just go switch front board.
Leave this one to the judges.
Yeah.
They loved it. 9.
Just didn't know how it was going to stack up to the other tricks, because I kind of think fakey back nose blunts a lot.
Janka, current leader, trying to get rid of that 8.6. He made his last try. It wasn't good enough. Where does he go from here? Oh! Okay. That's incredible. Switch front blunt, shove it like perfection. Sean.
That's amazing. I've never seen Juan Carlos skate this good before. He's really good at landing a lot of tricks, but he's raised his level here. You know, the fakey back nose blunt, switch nose blunt, now this. Switch front blunt, shove. Approved by Alex Midler.
9.3. That gives Janka the 36 total score, which is all 9s. I should say 9 average. Manny's in the danger.
Yeah, 31.4. It's gonna be hard to hold.
Kitey in for his first of 2 lines, starting out super strong. His technique on his flip tricks is a little wild, but when he lands them, they look great.
Yeah, he kind of just lets it fly and catches up to it later, but Kitey's always good at runs.
Back over crook.
Historically, he kind of struggles in the best trick, but give him a 15-stair rail.
Heel flip back lip. Front board piggy. I mean, we saw, as you mentioned, UCI, he got it done. That's a best trick format. So he gets it done in the line section here.
Yeah, and UCI too, he kind of just attacked that middle rail. He didn't really go towards the hubbas, so I think he likes kind of that little mellower, longer style of rail, which is exactly what this course is offering. Look at that heel flip back lip.
Signature Kitey move. Heel flip back lip. 9.1. Huge line score.
It is crazy for this prelims.
Look at this consistency from Nyjah, 93% in the line section. That is amazing.
Big spin front board's been pretty popular on that little rail.
Nice backside tail slide on the back of the bench.
Nyjah was the first person to skate the back of that bench. And he went to back 50 it, the first thing in practice, and got bodied.
Did it stick?
It stuck and he flew to his back.
Oh. Wow. What a run. Nyjah Huston. Just like that, on his way. What didn't that run have?
It had everything. Again, Nyjah, he's really good at doing all the big tricks that score points, but he does the little things. The half cap flip into the bank counts for a lot. That back tail across the back of the bench and then ending it with the switch front blunt. This might add another person to the club here.
Incredible. Kitey had a fantastic first line, 9.1. He's got to put down 3 of 5 singles. There we go, heel flip back tail to fakie down the 15. Classic Kitey.
I mean, he has that heel flip trigger. He did it perfect. And I know we saw Felipe Mota do it as well. Felipe went back to regular, which I think is a little bit harder. But still, should be an easy 9.
9.1. So that's bad news for Manny. But good news for the rest of us. What do you do to recover from that?
I mean, the same thing. He had it. I wouldn't change up much if I were him. He knows he can do that trick.
Yuto. Okay, signature Yuto, Nollie 270 backboard. Do you care to predict a score on that one?
In the club, 100%. And that's just such a hard, scary trick to do.
Even though we've seen him do that trick to nose slide now and 270 out of the nose slide, etc., it still holds up?
It still holds up. I mean, no one else does it.
Yep, 9.1, you're right. Great call.
I mean, it's kind of crazy, and just like that, he puts himself in a better position than most. Even with 2 bad runs. His brother, also a phenomenal skateboarder.
Wow! Down the 15.
Crook, nollie flip. Got a little swirly here. Oh, it was pretty good, though.
Now, there's one thing to be said that we kind of expect certain tricks from him, but then to do it down a 15 stair, that's... Nobody can expect that. First try, too.
First try, yeah. He got stuck on that trick in the last contest.
So, a couple of these guys working their way up. Nyjah, victory lap trick.
Yeah, I just keep it safe, Nyjah.
Can Nyjah win a 7th Super Crown after a 5-year drought? Oh! If that has anything to say about it, I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah, Nyjah keeping it safe. His switch front heel down 15.
Unbelievable.
I also think this is not Nyjah doing the best he can possibly do. You know, he has that switch heel front lip. He has a switch heel front tail. We know he could do those.
I really like the trick selection today from him, though.
Yeah, that's something Nyjah's really been good at, is changing up the tricks.
Look at that, 36.4 overall score. That's a winning score. Save some of that.
9.1.
Yeah, that's classic Nyjah.
That's by far the best we've seen him skate all year, though. I don't know. I think she's pretty stuck on trying to get that one down.
Yumika Oda trying to get out of 6th place. An 8.7 moves her into 2nd. Oh! That's the trick that got Yumika the 9.4 back at the Jacksonville stop in 2022.
And that's the highest scoring trick ever in the women's Street League history, right?
Yes. So the question is, does she get back to that number or even higher? This is a bigger rail.
I think this rail is way scarier than the one in Jacksonville. Obviously, the level has risen over the years.
Regardless, it looks like Yumika will move into 2nd because that score is going to be huge. And then she'll set herself up for her last attempt and go for the win. 9.4, she does it again.
Ties her own record.
Oh, she was smiling at the end of that rail.
Yeah.
She knew it. That was great.
Once you lock in, you know you have it. And that was perfectly locked. Glad she's all right.
Coco Yoshizawa in a spot where she can take the lead right here. Wow! Wow, too clean. There's a lot happening there.
That's a lot of shove-its. Big spin front board. Shove out. Perfect. It's a 15-stair rail, Paul.
Yeah, that is heavy. I was looking down at that thing from up top earlier today. It's big time. Anything on it seems like it could be deadly, but that, good enough to join the club with a 9.2. New leader, Koko Yoshizawa. Right now, Japan is in the top 3. Koko Yoshizawa in 4th, trying to land on the podium at least. A 7.8 or better puts her on top. Oh, there it is! Wow. Big flip front board. Let's compare kick flip front feeble to big flip front board.
That's the hard part about skating. It's so hard to compare those because so different. Big flip front board is it's a lot more tech. Obviously, flipping into a front board is easier than a front feeble, but to do that in this moment, it's definitely going into first. I just don't know how far into first.
Koko Yoshizawa moves into the lead. She won the Olympic gold medal. She might win the Super Crown. Same year.
And 2 9.2s on the scorecard.
Pressure is on big time. Essentially, Raissa's three-peat chances come down to this try right here just to stay in it. Stays in the game. She's been clutch her whole life, and she keeps it going here in front of this crowd. They're going crazy.
That's the loudest we've heard the crowd so far. Good reason. Front blunt, down the rail, shove it out.
How does that stack up against a big spin front board shove it out? Is it in the same ballpark? Is it better?
No, it's definitely not better. Big spin front board shove is more tech. But Raissa's sitting on an 8.5. I think if this front blunt shove's gonna definitely be in the 8s.
9.1. So staying in the mix, but she's still got work to do. This was a huge step. 9 club.
Yeah, that's only 0.1 less than the big spin front board shove.
Rayssa Leal, she needs to keep it going here. 2-time defending Super Crown champ, skating in front of this Brazilian crowd. Trying to match Nyjah's three-peat of the Super Crown. Here we go. Bolts, kickflip front board.
Look at that flick on the BB Seguros replay. Perfect kickflip front board. If she goes 3 for 3 and wins this thing.
8.7. New leader, Rayssa Leal, right back in the driver's seat. She's been so clutch her entire career. Even Chris Joslin in. So he backs off the big flip, goes nollie back heel down 15.
He cleared that by a fair amount, too.
So Chris doing what he needs to do on his third attempt to keep himself in the picture. Chris Joslin in. Nollie inward heel, back 180, bolts. Joslin, classic.
The fact that he even found the speed to do that. Nollie inward heel, backside 180, bolts.
9.4, good enough to move Joslin up into 4th place.
Look at this catch.
He just needed a couple.
Oh, but you kind of gotta go off the big section.
Gustavo Ribeiro. Okay, front nose grind, nollie flip. We talked about it earlier in prelims. That's very similar to the crook nollie flip he did in his line.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you can see in the Heineken 0.0 cam, it's the same trick, pretty much. I mean, nose grind, nollie flip's a little bit harder just to get the right lock. But, you know, we'll see how the judges, if they think that that is enough of a variation.
They give it to him, 9.1.
Yeah. But in all honesty, that could have been a 9.3. He almost had that.
Gustavo Ribeiro coming off a 9.1. Second attempt here.
There it is.
That's big.
That is huge. Tray flip, nose blunt slide.
And again, we've seen him do that trick for years, but this is a 15-stair rail. That's different.
15-stair rail adds a little danger factor. He barely got his foot on that nose blunt, and I'm sure we're gonna see it again after this 9 pops up.
9.2. Gustavo Ribeiro in the lead. But he's the first skater with 3 scores locked in. So taking the pressure off. So all the pressure will be on Felipe's final 2 tries. Gustavo Ribeiro doing a great job here, putting himself in contention. Okay. 360 flip front board, fakie.
He's been running that one for years. It's won him a Super Crown championship before.
He's making up the ground that he lost in the line section with a 9-1, a 9-2, and now a 9 even. He's your current leader. ranked #1 in points on the season. He placed 2nd in Sydney, 2nd in San Diego, 4th in Paris. Can he repeat as Super Crown champ 2 times in a row? Find out. Gio putting in a great run here in his first go. Can he finish? Wow. Fakey hurricane. All right. What do you think, Sean?
I loved it. It had a bit of everything in there. I mean, starting with this full cab back lip in the BB Seguros replay. Straight into switch front blunt, and then this half cab frontside nose grind. The one thing about Gio is his pop is so strong and good that he can go slower at these spots and still handle them. He was not going fast for that fakey hurricane.
And I tend to think Gio excels in the single tricks also, because he's got so many hammers for the rail. 9.1 in the line section is exactly what he needs to set himself up for a repeat. And it's hard to be the first person back on the course after something like that, but here comes Giovanni. Wow. Cab front nose slide fakie.
Cab front nose fakie. That is such an insane trick. Down the 15-stair rail. Look at that pop. Like I said, he has one of the strongest fakie ollies in the game. Cabbing into this front nose.
And he locked straight in. There was no wheel, no truck.
No, I did that perfect.
.1. Giovanni on top. Giovanni looking for his 3rd score. He's trying to get back into it here. The crowd likes the cab front blunt fakie.
To cab away from the rail and get all the way over to a front blunt just makes this so much more difficult. Gio is one of the first people to say that he loves this handrail, and it's showing. 9.2, cab front blunt fakie.
So Gio in 3rd, but in contention with 3 scores locked. And we'll move on to Nyjah Huston. Had a really good first run, but came up a little short at the end. Let's see if he can put it all together here.
One of the sketchiest tricks in the line.
Why do you say that?
It's just so much pressure. That one's so easy to miss.
So many tricks going down in this run, and it comes down to this.
Oh! There it is.
Beautiful. Nyjah Huston gets it done here in São Paulo in his second line. You know he wasn't happy with the fall at the end of his first line and wasn't happy with the 7.9.
This is textbook vintage Nyjah.
A trick for every obstacle.
He just is able to skate everything and then ending it with the switch front blunt. Caught the wheel bite, still pulled it off though.
Care to guess on that score? We don't have to. 9.2. Nope. Good enough for the lead. Nyjah Huston still to skate. His first attempt after putting in a 9.2 in the line section. Oh. How do you compare and contrast a trick like that with Gio's trick?
It's definitely comparable. It's just like, it's so hard, right? Cab front nose fakie versus a nollie heel backlip. It's so drastically different, but I think as far as scoring wise, it probably gets somewhere similar to that.
9.3. Nyjah Huston back in the lead. Another look.
Nollie heel backlip to regular. That's something we're used to seeing Nyjah go to fakie, kind of swiveling, like pulling the nollie back heel all the way around. But nollie heel backlip to regular adds a whole nother element to it.
Second attempt, Nyjah just trying to keep this going. Consistency in single tricks, 59%. He's got to make 2 out of the next 4. Talk us through this one, John.
I know Nyjah has a lot of tricks. I know he can do pretty much anything. I just didn't know he had a nollie flip backlip to fakie like that on a 15-stair rail. So the nollie heel backlip, definitely a little easier to flip the board. Nollie flip backlip is a whole other level.
9.3 for Nyjah. 27.8 overall score. Another look. We're seeing the Nyjah Huston of 2019 all over again.
Yes, we are.
This is fun. Nyjah Huston needs an 8.5 to move into the lead. Switch heel, front board, Nyjah Huston. He's gonna retake the lead. By how much?
That's, yeah. I mean, switch heel front board, Heineken 0.0 can. Such a scary one. So easy to kick the rail on the way up or miss the flick if you try to go down. He handled it perfect. And this is nollie flip, nollie heeled, and switch heeled all into the 15-stair rail.
9 even. Nyjah Huston with 1 try left for all these skaters in the Super Crown. Nyjah Huston back on top, trying to claim his 7th Super Crown title here in São Paulo, and he is feeling it.